Hi, Composer Quest listeners. I'm your host in Minneapolis here, Charlie McCarran. And first of all, I just want to say thanks very much for listening to the podcast. It's been fun working on it this year and hearing from some of you. And I just want to let you know that you can now become an official patron of the Composer Quest podcast.
Composer Quest, it's the Composer Quest.
What that involves is going to patreon.com/Charlie if you're not there already, and considering making a donation. $1 per podcast episode will give you a random shout out on the podcast, and $2 per podcast episode will give you random shout outs on the podcast. Plus, I'll give you MP3s of any tracks of mine that I talk about on the podcast. So Charlie's shameless self-promotion tracks and Charlie's music production lesson tracks. So, I don't usually ask people for money for this kind of thing, but I figured that I want to keep the podcast going, and I think you do too, hopefully. So, if you find it in your heart to donate, I will be eternally grateful. And, maybe you can put that on your resume. Artistic patron. I don't know if that's a good idea, but anyways, thank you again for considering it.
Yes, I accept the composer.